We are ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get... Illinois about to kick it away to get things started. Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Spartans offense will have the first possession of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
This one's complete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So Illinois' offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make...
Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Line gets set, first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On second down, looking again to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll throw on third and short. Fires to the big fella. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. And the pass is intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Going up top on first down. Finds his tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now on second down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. The run from the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Spartans want to move quickly. On 3rd down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So no dice on 3rd down, and they'll punt it away on 4th. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Illinois offense returns to the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Finds a man in the middle. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over. They're up by 7 over Memphis. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves them with 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Strikes the blow. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Plows through the defense. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. And the Spartans looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. He wants to throw here on second down. Gets open down the middle. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. The defense snuffed out any attempt to move forward on the last play, and now it's 3rd and goal from the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So a drive there of 84 yards and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. Illinois lining up quickly.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
2nd down coming up. They're going back to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick strike complete. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. Now on 1st down from the 40. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling the pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They go to the ground. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Pope. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, that's just kind of frustrating for an offense. You move the ball all the way down the field. You got an opportunity on 3rd down, and you can't protect your quarterback. You get the sack, and now it's probably field goal time if you make a field goal.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Spartans headed quickly to the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Illinois putting together a really nice drive. He wants to throw. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking for the score. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Going for 6. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Spits it out to the back. Working that left side. All kinds of running room. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Spartans will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can't pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, and this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Makes the grab on the shovel. They'll go with the quick touch pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. He'll keep it himself. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's going to pass. Got the back over the middle. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. This offense has a 2nd down play. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Right back to the well. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. 6th play of the drive coming up. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
When you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the punt high into the air. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. They move the tight end all over. Quarterback on the keeper. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Spartans have this offense rolling. This is what Spartan running backs do. They get behind their pads, they move the chains. Le'Veon Bell, among many, who've been great at that.
And Kenneth Walker, man, you pulled back a couple years ago, such a great season, too. But just that's their physicality. That's the brand that they've had. That's what their coaches embrace. You know, not being the quote-unquote main team in their state, but they're going to hit you in the face and they're going to play physical.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Got it! Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Movement here from the tight end. Off the play fake. Makes the catch. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. On second down, he'll let it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Arizona came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact, this wasn't ever really in question. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Walker.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Spartans send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And as we wind down here in the first half, the offense will just take a knee and try to muster its forces for the second half attack as they trail going to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on 3rd down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Spartans will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They'll throw it on 1st down. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, don't you?
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They're getting this guy lathered up. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Illinois lining up quickly. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the chains for the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top. Snags it. Tripped up for the tackle. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On to attempt the try. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
His target down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. No huddle offense to the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Michigan State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away.
Michigan State, 27, Illinois, 7.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Illinois right back to the line. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hope. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
First down, Illinois.
He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
Took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
And the Spartans want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And after that, best thing you can do, punt it away. Here comes the special teams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Tackle is made after the 1st down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. They'll throw it on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They're going to run it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. They'll try to snap it quickly. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Pulled down after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 13. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Illini! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt. He can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants, buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this guy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Leaves it with the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quickly complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Right on target this time. Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll run it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Touchdown, Spartans! And they take it in for 6 more points. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. We When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Illinois lining up quickly.
First down, Illinois.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
First down, Illinois.
Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Going to try to get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Really nice timing. Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back to pass, but how about saving your best for when it matters most late in the ballgame? Biggest run of the day in a big moment.
Comes out throwing on first down. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Sparty. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Iowa is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 22 to Syracuse. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll line up for a second down play. Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. It'll be a run on third and short. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Illinois right back to the line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Fair catch, called for and made. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
We still got time. Great job by the defense doing the most important thing, getting the ball back to their offense. Now the offense has to answer the bell. A good job creating the turnover. Now the offense, your turn.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll keep it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. The play-action fake. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Michigan State! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man in the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now on 1st down from the 28.
Yeah, and he's been been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Now, listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Illinois lining up quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. From the shotgun, the inside give. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. Wants to throw on third down. Takes the easy completion. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
And that's a first down.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run it from the gun. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, you're always going to wonder what would have, could have, should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Unloads to the wideout. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete, and the defense holds. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
They'll put the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.